What's up, duelists? Your boy's back, and I'm going to be playing the Hedge Quickdraw deck that I posted a few days ago that I took to the Collectible Exchange tournament. With one major change, we've cut Dark Arm Dragon for a small Future Fusion package. I'll explain that in a second. This is a deck that I truly and wholly believe in, and I will be practicing a lot moving forward. I really do like Hedgeguard. I wrote an entire dissertation on Twitter on why I think the card is good and competitive. And speaking of competitive, if you guys want to compete at the highest level, RBET Denver signups are still open for the next 10 days or so until the event actually happens. So come through, come play. I'll give you a sneak peek into the mat design, which is going to be really, really sick. This is the first time I'm leaking this. You've got an ice dragon of sorts destroying a castle of sorts where some types of decrees may be issued. So yeah, this is a not exactly the design, but really, really close to the design that will be on the mats for the event. And then also I will be competing in November at this tournament that Yggdrasil is throwing, which seems crazy beast. So excited for that. I'll see you guys there if you're going, if you're competing, that sort of thing. Anyway, this is the Quickdraw deck. I recorded a big explanation video, 20-minute explanation video on the foundation of the list. The changes that I do have here are Legacy of Yatagrasu, Starlight Road, Dimensional Alchemist, and Dark Arm Dragon all got cut for Future Fusion, Evil Hero, Elemental Hero, and Elemental Hero, basically. And then the sideboard, I cut one Cyber Dragon to make space for the Chimera Tech, and the extra deck, I cut the Chimera Tech to make space for the Gaia. So had to make space, had to make some sacrifices, unfortunately. Such is life. Can't have power like Future Fusion without some concessions and being forced to play some cards like this, but we're going to try out this change. I don't know if this change is good or bad. I think I may prefer Dark Arm Dragon to this. Possibly there's a world in which we could play both. I don't know. I'll have to test that stuff out in the future, but for now we've got an 8-man tournament, so smash like, smash subscribe, strap yourself in, boys. We're dueling today. Good luck, have fun to Gerbs. So I like this deck a lot, but I also misplay with it a lot, and it makes it kind of difficult to, I don't know, gauge how good it actually is in some cases, because some games I'm like, man, if I didn't misplay, it would be a very different game, but alas, this hand's okay. Looks like we're playing a mirror match, and he opened Quickdraw Dandy. I probably lose this match. I probably lose this one. My hand is not equipped to deal with this. I don't have my Compulse, I don't have pressure. I don't really have much of anything here. He's playing Volcanic Shells. Wow, he had a very good opening. Yeah, and the mirror match is all about Drill Warrior, unfortunately. Whoever gets Drill Warrior just usually wins, which is just unfortunate. So, alas, here we are. If he also has a Debris Dragon, I may concede just a back row. Can I beat this? All right, let's see. He's setting up Drill Dandy. He's got one Volcanic Shell. I've got Brain Caius. He's trying to set up for his own Caius. He definitely has Volcanic Shell plus Caius. The only way we win this is like a pure damage race. If my Caius sticks here, then I'm kind of chilling. I might be able to solemn his follow-up play and call the Caius back and then win that way. But then how do I get through the tokens? I need to top deck Debris specifically. Okay. Let's take a turn off to set up our back row. And Foolish Dandelion. Wait, no. That's not it. It has to be Brain Caius now. I have to Brain Caius now in order to get the damage. Unfortunately, I have to do this now. I shouldn't have set. Setting plays around Dust Shoot, but it plays into Space Typhoon, which he may have here. It's very likely. Regeki Break. Wonder what he's going after. Maybe Caius. If he doesn't hit Caius, that makes me pretty happy. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, he hit one of the back row, which is like totally chill. Regeki Break will be banished. That does kind of matter in case he's playing the one card. I'll attack for 24. I think my goal this game is damage race. It's the only way I'm winning. It's possible that I can't win this game, even if I have perfect draws, just because he has Drill Dandy and I have no answer. But I'm going to give myself the best odds to win. I'm actually going to play this game out, even though we started at a significant disadvantage here and just lose. Getting the 2400 damage in is pretty crucial because he starts at 7000. So if he activates the shell again, he may not activate the shell again. He may value his life total. The cold wave is pretty bad for me. Let's see. So if he banishes the dandy, I need to like draw another. I need to draw another way out of this shit. Okay. So that's going to work. He doesn't have a shell that we know about. He elected not to activate. We drew Gale. How good is that? How good is Gale here? Do I have a way around all this? I think I have a pretty good avenue here, actually. Big think. Cold Wave, Chain Call, bring back Dandelion. Gale plus Dandelion plus token gives me Black Rose 2 tokens. I switch his token. He's locked under Wave. I hit for 24 this turn. Alternatively, I could go Red Dragon, pop both his tokens. He's locked under Wave. Alternatively. Either way, I think I'm going to go for this. I think this is a pretty good play. We could also just call Dandy, attack. Okay, he's going to chain Regeki Break. What is he going to hit here? Nether Regeki Break. Hit Caius. Okay, I'm going to... Do I chain call here now? Yeah, I think so. So he ended up having the third shell, which is interesting. Okay, second Regeki Break, really unfortunate, but he's out of shells for now. I think we're pretty much priced into doing something now, which sucks. I think it might just be Black Rose. Switch his guy. But then he can, if he has a monster, which he certainly has, he can pitch it to Quickdraw and then make turbo and run over the Black Rose. Ew. I hate that. If it's Gale, if we make Red Dragon, then it's a little easier. We're trading tokens constantly for his tokens, and then we just kind of we locked him under Cold Wave. It could be last card Avarice too on his side, which means Red Dragon could be nice pressure if we top deck a Debris Dragon. Alternatively, we could synchro with the token. Does that get us anywhere? Let's just make Red Dragon. I think Red Dragon is the best play because I'd like to save my Black Rose and save my Dandy. You feel me? All right, let's do this. So attack with the Red Dragon, clear both, blow up both his tokens, and then end phase, activate, blow up both my tokens, and then pass turn. So we have Red Dragon. He has Drill. He's locked under Wave. He gets back the Dandelion here. We're bleeding, but we have an opportunity this turn. The opportunity is not bad. Normal Rocket. Okay. He added back Shell. That's good news for me. That means no tokens this turn. Rocket activates. He's going to search Blaze. He's going to try to use it. He forgot about the Cold Wave, which is nice. Drill effect to banish. Oh, drill effect to have. Interesting. Now he definitely can't Blaze this turn, so he just has to pitch something to banish Drill. Yeah, that's fine. Did he pitch shell here or something? Interesting. Yeah, pitch shell. He didn't add the tokens, though. I feel like getting the tokens would have been really nice for him here. That's not a bad draw. I'll take it. So he takes 11 here. He can add back the rocket and start looping the blaze accelerator if he has that foresight, but I think he's going to go with shell this turn yet again. And then this gives us a great opportunity to win the game. He may be setting up for last card avarice too, which is like something that I'm kind of predicting. Because he didn't Caius me, so I'm feeling like it's like last card avarice, maybe I'm not really sure. Okay, he's gonna go shell. Interesting. So that means maybe it's not last card avarice. Blaze accelerator. So he activates the effect, and then I'll chain Typhoon. Your monsters cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. So since he activated the effect, he cannot attack this turn. He can use drill to get back the rocket, but it just sets him back a little bit of a turn. He can't attack me this turn, which is nice. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. He did activate the effect. Maybe something like... Because this card's activation wasn't negated. The way it's worded, it says the turn you activate this effect. Doesn't matter if it like resolves. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to double check that. I could be wrong. I don't play enough with this card, but alas. So he's got shell in hand. 2 unknowns. Oh, he has brain control too. That's so stupid. Double sack for Fortress. Wow. Unlucky. Okay. That's chill. He outed his own drill, which I'll take. Little unlucky that I've drawn Gores here. It's just kind of sucks. Heavy Storm. Enemy controller. Alright, I'll set it. Third Regeki break. Not what I was anticipating, but worked out really well for him that he drew 3. Alright, that's going to be the game. A sequence of unlucky draws from us. We gave ourselves every opportunity to win. He had triple Regeki break and brain control, plus a perfect draw of Volcanic Rocket, plus the turn 1 quick draw drill, or quick draw dandy. So yeah, really, really perfect hand from him. Our deck isn't really built to do super well in the mirror because I rarely ever expect the mirror, but we have some tools. I think Dyna isn't the worst. Cyber Dragon isn't bad. Kaiki the Ghost Destroyer is obviously solid in specifically this matchup. Cyber Dragon makes the most sense because he is on that Machina nonsense. Same thing with the Dyna here. Dust Tornado has some applications here. Hitting Regeki Break is nice. Yeah, pretty unlucky there. Pretty unlucky that Gore's top deck. That didn't feel good. I'm actually probably going to cut Gore's in this matchup. Probably going to cut Allure as well. The Hedge guards look like they don't do too much here. I'm going to shave at least one of them. Possibly 2 of them, but we'll start with just 1. Trunade seems a little off base. Let's see, was that 4 out? And then we want to bring in 5 and an extra deck monster. Let's take out Armory Arm. I don't see myself committing that much this game. And then we'll do one more swap here. Man, we had so many opportunities to draw something good there. We missed a lot of draws. The Cold Wave was okay. It was awkward. I had to burn my brain control on the token to start applying pressure. There was a lot of awkward moments that game that I was unhappy with. Unfortunate. Judgment might not be great. It's something to put behind Dyna though, I guess. Let's do both Hedge guards then. This is not a matchup for Hedge guard for sure. All right. I've opened up very broken, so we're gonna do it. We got reveal Gaia, send alias, dandy. I was about to say if I drew second dandy, that would have been so awful, but we didn't. I'm gonna summon Lone Fire, activate the effect, sacrifice, go get Titanial, and pass the turn. So we start off with a pretty resilient 8 cards here. That's why Future Fusion is so insanely good in this deck. It just equates to automatic advantage. The threat here is Gearframe Fortress, yep. But he has to clear all the plants in play, and then I can just put more plants in play, and then I'm fine. He may go for a Regeki Break on Titanial in my draw phase, which makes the most sense. So he attacks here, attacks the Lone Fire, take 2,000. Sets Regeki Break the Titanial in the draw phase. And that's where things get kind of ugly, but we have a live Avarice, so as long as he doesn't have Regeki Break plus Crow, then we should be okay. There's the Regeki Break. One of these is Regeki Break. Okay, he's gonna let me go to main phase 1, which is wild. I don't know why he would do such a thing. He set both his cards. He did not equip the gear frame. Huh. Well, now I get a defense position Titanial, which seems very broken. You can't really get through that, can he? I think I'm going to set up multiple defense position threats. I'm going to go Debris Dragon, activate, target, dandy. See if this works. Cool, it does. How nice. Now we just synchro here. He didn't equip, so it doesn't read like Torrential, but it might be. Dandy effect. Alright, cool. So we get 2 tokens here. I can just switch the Titanial. I could also send with the Titanial because we have Avarice to put it back and then Lone Fire again next turn. I feel pretty comfortable sending. We have Gaia coming out next turn. Is Gaia mandatory? Yeah, it is mandatory. So I'm going to hand rip myself. Since I'm going to hand rip myself, I should try and kill the fortress. Mirror Force. Perfect. So, main phase 2. We expected that. We'll just Avarice now. 5. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should maybe side a second Avarice. Seems very good here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he loses next turn. We'll just pass. Unfortunately, we did declare an attack, or else we could special out the Lone Fire and then make the Titanial stuff happen. But I feel okay about things. Definitely don't feel too bad here. We're up so many cards. The Machina cards are actually quite bad in the mirror match. That's why I think these cards don't really belong in this deck, but it paid off well for him last game, so kind of worked out. But it's rare to see Volcanic and Machina. I'm interested in his other back row. I don't really know what it is. It may be a Space Typhoon or something. Never mind. There's his Space Typhoon. It still doesn't really matter that much, though. This just clears the Future Fusion and still can't get over the Fairy Dragon unless he has Brain. If he finds Brain, that's where things start to get ugly, but I think we have opportunities this turn to clear board. I think I might go Fairy Dragon Special Dandy Sack for Cyber Dragon? Is that the move? I think so, actually. Yeah, I think it's the move. So activates effect to special. So we special, it's level 4 or lower, right? Yep, level 4 or lower. So we special summon Dandelion. We go ahead and tribute set. Effect Dandy. If he wants to, he can Regeki break me here. I'll say contact. Yep, he knew it was coming. So I can't use my battle phase this turn, but I don't really see it being an issue. Pass. We have the biggest monsters in play. He doesn't have a live Debris Dragon or a live Avarice or a live really anything. Pulling the rug would go crazy in this matchup. I don't side it though. There's the rocket. We shall see. Does he have Shell Blaze? Did he top deck the blade or top deck the rocket? Was he sandbagging the rocket? He's sandbagging the shell. Who knows? We're gonna find out. Battle phase. Okay, so no shell, thankfully. Should be chill. I think on this turn we will go with the classic. I want a Caius. Well, Mirror Force is gone, so I can just switch my monster and freely attack. Yeah, I think that's the move. Mirror Force is gone, so his back row is probably called on. He's looking to Avarice here. His hand has an Avarice in it. It reads like that at least. I'll just go for this priority. Cool. We'll go both loans into Titanial. Switch the Ancient Fairy. Battle phase. Ancient Fairy hits the breaker. He takes 500. Chimera Tech hits the rocket. He takes 11. And Titanial hits direct. Set compulsory and pass a turn. I've put him low enough to where if he pays 15, he drops to 21. Oh, that should be very easy to beat, right? Just sack Ancient Fairy for Caius. Caius target the set monster. Attack with everything for game. Cool. So, yeah. Nice Ancient Fairy Dragon moment. I've always wanted to fit a second one in my extra deck because I love this card. It allows you to control and pivot and do some cool things. This game will be harder, going second. Looks like he does have Mirror Force in his deck. I wonder what his back row was. I'm actually curious. It might have been something like... I don't know what his back row was. Starlight Road, maybe? I really don't know what his back row could have been. Just sat there the whole game. Yeah, what a weird back row. I wonder what it was. Might have been Dust Tornado? We didn't set that much that game, so... Maybe it was Dust Tornado. This matchup will be harder, going second. I think it might be swap enemy controller for Book. And then try to get the Dust Tornado in, maybe? I wonder if it was his pulling the rug, maybe. Let's just run it back. It could have been Dust Tornado for the other Econ, but I really do like Econ, put a token in attack and then game shot. So this hand is good. We've got Compulsory Cyber Dragon that we'll set up for. We also have Compulsory Stratos, which is nice. And then we do have DD Crow, which will help us a lot, obviously. There's the gear frame. Here's the fortress. He just passes, so draw for turn is going to be Future Fusion, which is fucking insane, by the way. Just ridiculous. I'm very happy I've added this card to my deck. Granted, we would have had like Alchemist here and it would have crashed with the gear frame or something like that, or Dad, which would have been great. But this is just nasty. Future Fusion, reveal Gaia. This is why you play the heroes. Like, they're not great cards, but they're pretty good. Like, hey, they do the job, you know. Send, get ourselves some Tokies, Toki Dokies, and then, yeah, I feel like we can just wait. I don't think we need to do shit. Oh, he might be Heavy Storm Gang. Might be Stardust Compulse time. He also might be Black Rose Gang. Let's see. Hand is Fortress 5 unknown. What 5 do you sit on there? What 5 do you sit on? The Cyber Dragon will always have to be a normal summon from this point, provided we keep our tokens, unless he kills both our tokens and gives us an opportunity to special the Cyber Dragon next turn. In which case, I want him to commit more. I want him to play another gear frame. I think he might have another gear frame, something like that. So let's take this as an opportunity to Stratos, activate the Stratos, go get the Evil Guy, Infernal Guy. And let's crash. Just alleviate some amount of pressure. This way we can't get Caiused. This way we preserve our Cyber Dragon for the late game. He has no back row, so I don't need to compulse my own Cyber Dragon. I can save this for a Drill Warrior late game. We can just pass. This is like very conservative playing, but I think it will reward us. Hopefully I don't get limiter removal OTK'd in some crazy fashion, which is totally possible. I just hope that doesn't happen. Realistically, when your opponent doesn't set anything or commit anything, it usually means like more reactive stuff like Heavy Storm, Brain Control, that sort of thing. Here comes Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon attacks a token. Makes perfect sense to me. Main phase 2, do we have back row? We have no back row. So he really is trying to bait out this situation here. So main phase 1, he could be also on some sort of DD Crow shenanigans, in which case it's better to blow the Debris Dragon earlier rather than later. I could make Ancient Fairy in defense again. I don't think it's the worst play. I could also just pass again. Yeah, let's just pass again. I get Gaia next turn, so I'll force him to deal with the Future Fusion this turn. I'll force him to do whatever it is he wants to do. I don't feel as though I'm losing this game this turn, but you never know. These machine decks, they can kill you out of nowhere. It's really uncomfortable. He didn't normal summon last turn, though, so I'm expecting to see a normal summon come out this turn. Interesting use of the Cyber Dragon, not as a pitch for the Fortress, but just as a summon. He's going to attack the token. Makes sense. There goes our token. The token's got a lot of value. Here comes the Caius, yeah, so Caius makes a lot of sense here. There goes the Future Fusion. We'll draw for turn. There's our own copy of Heavy Storm. So this makes perfect sense. Main phase 1. I think we attempt we have some ugly ones here. We have Heavy Storm, we have Trapstone. They don't do anything right now. The Crow isn't terrible. It will stop the Avarice that is going to come eventually. Special Prodigy, Normal Debris, plays around Crow. But then we expend the Prodigy, which I don't really want to do. Actually, I don't hate it. He might be trying to set up Gores, so we need to be careful not to attack into Gores. Let's get the Prodigy down. Normal summon Debris. Activate target identity. Let's just see if this works. Oh, that's gonna work. Wow. Okay. So since this has worked, leave this in a weird spot. I think I will make Iron Chain. And then just attack over the Caius for 100. Mill him for 3. Milling 3 is really, really bad here. But we got lucky. So he takes 100. He's up to 4 cards. Thankfully, nothing too crazy. We set the trap stun. And then pass the turn. We don't want to give him Gores yet. I want him to commit 2 cards to the fortress. We'll be able to deal with that. 2 cards to the fortress, trades with Iron Chain back row. Then he goes for Avarice, that trades for the Crow. So it's like 3 for 3, but it's our worst 3, and we preserve Cyber Dragon Heavy Compulse, which is pretty good. I think those are our best 3 cards, so I'm trying to get the cards to trade down in like a meaningful fashion. Worst case scenario here for us would be like a Lone Fire situation, but I don't think he plays that. I'm like, just based off his configuration, I have no idea how he has room for that. So, yeah, I don't think he plays Lone Fire. We're in a spot where we can top deck a lot of stuff. Here comes Pitch Special Fortress, so that's exactly what I wanted. Another Quickdraw gone, which is beautiful. He's checking the grave now for his Avarice. He's probably going to fire the Avarice now, actually. Yeah. So I'll Crow the Gear Frame. So that's exactly what we wanted. Avarice trades with Crow. He crashes. Fortress trades with Iron Chain and the back row. It's almost perfect. It's almost exactly how I wanted it to play out. I feel like that's exactly how I wanted to play it out. The only exception, that was a beautiful top deck. The only exception is I wanted him to do the fortress thing first so that I could Crow the fortress. That was the only thing. But he probably would have left the fortress with the Avarice anyway. So I think that's exactly how we predicted it. Which is fucking awesome, by the way. I just love being that good at this. So yeah, we grab both Lone Fire and then Lone Fire again and get Titanial. So we have 1 token remaining. And now we're just, this game is probably just over. Hit for 500. Hit for 500. And the effects. No reason to play into Gores, really. Does he play Gores? Alright. Fine, I'll play into Gores. This might be a mistake. But then compulsory trades with the token. Yeah, he does have Gores. Okay, so we knew he had Gores. It was the most obvious Gores of all time, by the way. Because he didn't Heavy Storm me. The compulsory guaranteedly clears the token. Titanium will beat the Gores, and we're just kind of fine. So it's not really that big of a deal. Set the compulsory. Pass the turn. He might still have Heavy Storm. I don't know. He might still have Heavy Storm, but yeah, this has been a crazy game. I hope we win it. I don't think we will. I think we're down too much, but if he was holding like 2 back row, one of which is like Regeki Break, and he's only able to clear 1 Lone Fire this turn, and okay, there's Rocket. That is bad, but not unbeatable. Okay, so he's got Blaze, 3 unknown. So let's say he's got Regeki Break, right? Let's say he's got Regeki Break. In that instance, he goes Blaze, activate, we have to negate. Then he can Regeki Break the Titanial after killing both Lone Fires. That's tough. Then we lose. We lose to Gores. But that would mean he spent 3 of his cards to beat my board. Okay, so here comes the attacks. Pretty happily just compulse the token. Yeah, so that's gonna work. We'll take a lot of damage here. 1400 over this loan. We have an extra token, which is just super crucial here. I need him to set 1 more card. He didn't. Ugly. Okay. So, heavy storm time. Let's see. Do we have a Regeki break? Just a trapstone of his own. Perfect. Kill Gores. He goes rocket, kill token. Then targeting cards will kill the Titanium. But we have dominant position. Okay. Nice. All right. We were able to navigate. We did go 2 for 2 with the Gores. We spent Heavy Storm, Compulsory, traded with the Gores token, and the Trapstone. But we've pivoted into a comfortable position. I can't compound pressure with the Titanial here, but I'm pretty happy about the circumstances that are in front of my eyes. So, battle phase, he hits the token. This is as written. Exactly what we thought would happen. Mirror Force, Tarantula gone. New set monster. Interdasting, new back row. Interdasting. Sweet. Cool. Let's kill the Volcanic Rocket. Do we have a battle trap? Is that a real thing? Beyond Mirror Force? Might be a Dust Tornado. I might want to bait that back row. That might also be Heavy Storm. What does Set Book of Moon protect me from? I think literally everything. It's worth doing. I think his back row might be Heavy Storm. Pass. He's playing like a man who also bricked on Trapstone Heavy. We had a very similar hand. Space Typhoon. Target the new one. Does he have Shell? Is his last card Shell? There's no way. Yeah, I'll book target Titanial. There's no way his last card is Shell. I refuse to believe it. He might have had Blaze Double Shell. That's what he said. Oh, wow. How interesting. Torrential's gone, so it's always Breaker first. Breaker to get the token. Breaker activates. I very much want to hit the new one. That was the Blaze. Okay. Flip Titanial. Double Blaze? What could it be? I want to put him low. I think it's Titanial attack. If it's a Raikou, Titanial negates. It was Dandy. Okay. Alright. Kill one of them. And then pass. Okay. So he's got... His Blaze is gone now, so he can't force Titanial negate without Fortress. Fortress does force it. I can save Solemn for like a key. There are a few things that I will Solemn here, but big one is gonna be another set monster. What the fuck? Holy shit, what a draw. Oh my god, what an insane draw. I just play that? What a fucking crazy draw. I want to put back Titanial, of course, but I don't really want to be caught. Like, I kind of want to win the game, too. Is there a way I can win the game by going for pot now? I think I'm just going to make the obvious play. Attack the token. Attack the set monster. Right? Kill the shell. Beautiful. Alright, main phase 2. Now we Pot of Avarice. Loan, debris. Okay, we'll just do it. 1, 2... Iron Chain, because I really don't want to load up my deck with these heroes now that Future Fusion is gone. Those cards genuinely suck. Draw 2. Holy fuck. Insane. Set Call of the Haunted. Pass a turn. Yeah. That's amazing. Wow. Call of the Haunted is really good, actually. Huh. Brain control. That was one of the reasons to call the Haunted draw phase. I'll just negate. Normal Lone Fire. So he does play it, I think, here. He's 100% dead, right? Yeah, he's 100% dead. Okay. Yeah, he's just 100% dead. We go Brain Control, Force Negate, Chain Call of the Haunted with Solemn backup, and we win. Wow, what a match. I feel like I leveled up as a human being in game 3. I predicted everything and I traded the cards perfectly, and yeah, that worked out really well. That worked out really, really well. So yeah, Brain Control, Chain Link 3, Special Titanium, Solemn. Get him. Get him. GG's. Holy shit. What a match. Crazy match. Crazy match. That was actually nuts. That was nuts. Yeah. Much love to Gerbs. That was really fun. So, yeah. The hero stuff put in work. I can't lie. They put in work. So, we're going to move on. Somehow he didn't use his shell. I wonder if that would have changed anything. Nah. Because he always had a normal alone. Wow, what a match. I think the only thing I predicted wrong was the Heavy Storm versus Gores. I thought he had Heavy Storm. I didn't think he had Gores. I didn't think a deck with Blaze would play Gores. But we minimized risk, and we ended up being able to get out of the Gores situation kind of nice. Oh, man. Okay, so we are going to be playing the winner of the... one of the brackets. So I play against Star, I think. Which is gonna be a tough one. I think Star beat me the last time we played. So I need to lock in. I could be wrong, I could be remembering wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what went down. Okay, so that was not a matchup that got to show off the Hedge card, obviously. That's not a matchup where battle really matters. It's mostly there for the Black Wings matchup, but I think the Quickdraw matchup is very difficult to navigate, and you really have to know all your tools, and then you also have to have a really good game plan with your starting hand. You really have to map the matchup well. I think it's a difficult matchup to map your positioning. Kind of had extra gas in the tank too with that Cyber Dragon at the end. We'd played that one really well. All of the cards that we chose to include, like Solemn Judgment, put in a lot of work. I noticed people cut this card. I'm shocked. I think this is basically a checkmate card in this style of deck. In a deck that can put up such fast pressure between Titanium, Quickdraw, Caius, that sort of thing. Even the Gaia coming out, being able to set up 2 big monsters in one turn. Setting Solemn is just so important for your checkmates. And I think that sacrificing checkmates is a silly thing to do in a format where you have such aggressive pressure. Okay, moving into the next match, we're playing up against Star. And like I said, Star did get me last time. I don't remember what they were playing. But we are in there. Cool. Good luck, have fun. I need to lock in. I need to wake up again. Star is going to pick paper. Man. 0-2 rock, paper, scissors. Very difficult. Very similar opening hand to our game 1 hand. Awkward Cold Wave Allure, but we'll make it work. Possible DD Crow in the main might help us here. Depends on what Starstar is playing. Starstar did win their round 1, so Lightsworn. Lightsworn, maybe? Amaryllis, maybe? Phoenix Ring, it looks like Amaryllis. Foolish, yeah, that looks like Amaryllis. Okay. Cool. Wow. Amazing draw. Let's standby phase. In phase 1. Do I want to save my Typhoon? I like my hand. I don't really want to allure. If I Cold Wave Special Prodigy, sack for Caius, banish the Lila, attack for 24, plays through Gores, he can't use any spells this turn, no trade-ins, none of that shenanigans. He could Lone Fire us, if he top decks specifically Lone Fire, or if he was sandbagging it. That gives us the opportunity to maybe Typhoon him later. Alternatively, it's just Typhoon now. Save Cold Wave for later, for the comeback play. I think I like Cold Wave now. I think I like Cold Wave now. Special Prodigy. Sacrifice for Caius. Target the back row. I always hit the back row here. Typhoon is going to be good in this matchup. It hits Mark, it hits Miracle. So we hit a Karma Cut. Very useful. Let's take our 2 for 2 and position. Pass the turn. Banishing Lila is also worse for us because he does play DDR. DDR will allow him to get his engine online. So this is a way I'm trying to brick my opponent, basically. He doesn't get to play spells and traps here. Now at this point in time, we do allure and try to hit another Caius. We hit Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer, which is fucking nuts. Ooh, that is good. We also hit Debris Dragon. Which of these matters more? I mean, Kaiku is fucking crazy in this matchup, right? Yeah, let's get rid of Crow. I summon Kaiku. It's possible it's Dandelion. Hedge guard, defend Kaiku into Debris into Hedge. We may want to defend Caius. So. Is it safe, Kaiku? Possible it's safe, Kaiku. Fuck it, we ball, I guess. Yeah, attack with Caius. It's safe, Kaiku. So it's Dandy. Okay, so he gets 2 tokens. That was kind of the punish here. He can now tribute summon, which we will have to Black Rose, so we can't set Typhoon. He can also mark us, which is really annoying. If he marks us, we lose. So maybe it's set Hedge Guard, or it's set Typhoon. Okay, we'll set Typhoon for the mark. Pass turn. Ugly. We have opportunities, but this is ugly. Botanical Lion. Sure, that's actually fine. This will work out in our favor, I believe. So he's 2,500. Activate Hedge Guard. We'll take 1,300. Caius will stick around. And that'll allow us to pivot over the Lion. Ooh. How interesting. This is a debris dragon moment. Debris, bring out Hedge guard. Kill token, kill lion. He has 1 token remaining. We are forced. Our hand is forced. I think it is target prodigy. Because I want to kill both tokens. So battle phase, kill token. This means he can't make Stardust. He'll be forced to Black Rose at least. If he's on debris with whatever he's playing, he takes 500 here. I actually won't give him the opportunity to mill, like suicide something in mill, so I won't make Iron Chain. Just pass. So it is Amaryllis. The dragon rears its ugly head. Main deck Botanical Lion. This is a near impossible matchup. It's very bad. If they like play well, it's very, very, very hard to win. Especially if they're on Quickdraw, which they should be, in my opinion. But if they're not on Quickdraw, then it can be made much simpler. Like this. He didn't bring out Amaryllis. What the fuck did he mean by that? Normal Titanial, battle phase, Titanial hits, Raikou, target Caius. Do we just let this resolve? No, I don't want him to mill. No, fuck no. Negate. Attack for 24. Set call. That set call is so scary. Oh, man. It's a very scary set call. Set monster. Do we have a back row? End phase, he will opt for Amaryllis. Sure. How do we get out of this? Breaker's not bad. These cards are so good, like tech cards. They just like put in a lot of work here and there. We've been fighting for the Kaiku position this entire game, but we're gonna get it right now. We're gonna go call target Titanial. Bring out the Titanial. Normal, the Ghost Destroyer. This is where we get him good. We go Caius over the set monster. I'll take 800. Titanial over the set monster. Dandelion? Fuck. Cringe. Alright. We can't bring out Amaryllis because of Kaiku, so there's that. And then pass. Man. He can't mark. He can't bring out Amaryllis, so 2 cards are shut off. He can't tribute summon Titanial here. Lonefire is still best possible. Card Trooper is very annoying, but it's an attack position threat. So cool with that. Heavy Storm getting milled is always good. It's cool to see Raikou hit the grave. I don't mind seeing DDR hit the grave. We are going to lose our Kaiku. Ugly. Had that been a Raikou, it would have been really close to a checkmate situation. This is obviously not that, but alas, here we are. There's a new back row. Love to see that. Typhoon actually going to get some value. I may Typhoon it just because end phase. We've got an Amaryllis. Then we'll Typhoon the back row here. Torrential. Very nice. Okay, cool. That makes a lot of sense. Solemn Judgment. Cool. Summon Breaker. Could have maybe sequenced a little differently. Had Kaiku last to maybe seal the deal here, but we'll deal 24. We'll draw a card. It should be at 2,000 here. Breaker kill, and then Kaya's kill. It's like 800. In phase 2, says Solemn Judgment. Does he have more plants? One more Dandelion remains. Pass turn. I have 2 negates. He has 5 cards. And he needs to defend himself from 1 attack. Which is very doable. There's the Lone Fire. Look here. I think we saw him here. Yeah, this is the first. He can't hit an armory now, and he's gonna mid-feet. Nice. Yeah, I noticed he was very back row light, so I felt that that was a good move. Once again, Solemn just proving its worth in the deck. We do have a lot of good ones. These 3, Dinah as well. Swords of Concealing Light is kind of funny in this matchup, so Cyber Dragon, especially going second. Dust Tornado has a lot of application. I think it's a little bit better than like True Nade. Maybe even better than Cold Wave. Cold Wave is good in this matchup. Brain, enemy controller, might be a little bit difficult to leverage if he manages to get an early Titanial. That's like the scary thing. So we're going to be hedging a lot against the early Titanial type beat. Compulsory also not fantastic in this matchup because of the Titanial. Like I said, Gale, a little awkward. Gale does kill Lila under bottomless, which is nice. But it doesn't trade well under Raikou, like most of our other deck does. Hedgeguard there, pretty fucking solid, I'm not gonna lie. It put in the work, absolutely put in the work. Could be another enemy controller and just like lock that in, but this is gonna be a tough one. Gores don't really want to get attacked. It might be a lure. Jesus, am I bringing in too much? Let's see. Is Tornado better than Trapstone going second? Probably. He plays Lilo, so yeah, I could see that. Dust Shoot. How much do I care about knowing the hand? Playing a Chainable into a Raikou. Seems pretty strong. Cyber Dragon, Dust Shoot might be our good pivots going second. Trigodia has a lot of applications here. Hedgeguard worked once. Will it work again? Let's side one out. Let's go for the Cyber Dragon and the Dust Shoot over the Call of the Haunted went crazy too. I liked what I had, but I'm not sure if I should set out Caius for enemy controller here. Let's make the Discipline play. Dust Shoot for enemy controller. Side drive for 1 Hedgeguard. Enemy controller is really good for game shots over tokens in this matchup, but I think Discipline says Cyber Dragon will be better going second in our opening hand. And it will be better in the games where he starts well, which means turn 1 Titanial. It'll be better there. And lo and behold, here we are. So, alas, there it is. And there's the turn 1 Titanial. So, yeah, would we have rather had an enemy controller here? Probably not. Although, maybe. Posturing for Mark of the Rose. Lone Fire into Titanial, Sidra attacks directly. Cold Wave and DD Crow both being minuses here hurts for sure. Crow not working into Miracles is really ugly. Might be Lone Fire into Dandy Pass. I like my options a lot more if I get aggressive, so we'll do this. Lone Fire twice. Get Titanium. Battle Phase Crash. An attack for 21. I just think I have really, really good opportunity to win this game if I just rush him. That could be so fucking wrong, but I have the cards to like buy turns and I have pressure, so it's like might as well. Are you fucking kidding me? He had the one of card tree, but that's really, really, really bad. Ah, fuck. That's so whack. Yeah. Getting punished here for this. Ironic. Let's always take the 2000. Ancient Fairy can run this over. Roll debris. Activate. Target loan. It might actually be Black Rose run over. Let's see, I still have Avarice. How much more does 400 damage matter? A lot. It's not just 400, it's an additional 300 on the following turn. I think it's quite a bit, so we're actually going to go for it. Put him lower. Pass turn. I like my chances. Give me something good here. We are losing this game. We are losing this game. We're in a bad position. He goes Mark of the Rose. That's terrible. It's truly, truly nasty for us. See, I like this. This I like. Ooh. Nasty. Do we wave? Do we say hello? I think not. I think we just switch this guy. So it becomes 0. He's gonna mill 3. Gives us the opportunity to stick Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. Battle phase. Run over the Raikou. So he takes 1800. I have to think heavily here if I want to banish his cards. What is this? Must first be special time. I don't think I care that much. It's just pass. Yeah, pass turn. He can't mark. He can't DDR. So the Hidden Armory package is fully dead. He can't Amaryllis. If he has Miracle, we have DD Crow into Cold Wave. He has Lila. It's totally fine. This doesn't beat the Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. It's fine. Next turn we can normal debris and try to connect for a significant amount. Then phase he mills 3. There's the mark. So there's 1 miracle too though, so that's pretty good. 2 miracles gone, wow. Pretty happy about all of that. Is Torrential Tribute gone? And no. If I cold wave and he chains a discard trap. What do we do? If it's a discard trap, I'm fucked anyway, right? So it's real. Cold wave is to play around Torrential Force, which I'll do that. I'll cold wave to play around Torrential Force. Nice, awesome. All right, debris now. Activate the effect. Special the loan. He's locked under wave. What the fuck could he possibly do? That's like the real question here. What the fuck could he possibly do under wave? If I had saved my black, if I had a second Black Rose here, it'd be so nice, man. There was no way I could save my Black Rose, unfortunately, I don't think. But this is max damage. I'm learning from my mistakes at the CX tournament. Attack with the Debris Dragon. Don't miss damage. Connect with Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. And I think at this point, does it matter if we banish things? He's locked under Cold Wave anyway. All stabilizing factors like Mirror Force punish me for this, so we just don't banish. Main phase 2, we synchro into Ancient Fairy and defense. Pass the turn. Inhale, exhale. Is that a Raikou? Passes the turn back. Draw for turn is Future Fusion. How many Raikous are spent? 2 Raikous are spent. It could be a dandy. Could just be bait for Mirror Force. Torrential. It's clearly Mirror Force or Torrential, right? So in the case that it's Mirror Force or Torrential, it's probably in our best interest to attack with Lone Kaiku. I think that's it. It's just attack with Kaiku, play it slow. It's Sangan. Wow, okay, and he just lets it die. That's so fucking stupid. Oh, Lone Fire Chain Torrential is crazy here. That's so ugly. I may have fucked this. I did not predict Sangan. I'm getting owned by so many one-ups. That's so cringe. That's so fucking cringe. I guess it's gonna wipe my board anyway. So the earlier Future Fusion gets down, the better. I have to do it. Future Fusion. Feel Gaia. Okay. Dandy in the grave and get the Alias in the grave. I don't want these. I want the other tokens. There we go. Pass. I think his back row is Mirror Force. Because he didn't torrential on the tokens here. So, with the back row being Mirror Force, what can we do? Top deck Caius is the answer. Dust Shoot is nice. Set that. Pass the turn. Draw phase. We'll Dust Shoot him. That's funny. Enemy controller would have been... Enemy controller would have been the deciding factor here. It would have won the game. That's so cringe. So we take Dandy, his Dust Shoot, Torrential, and DDR. Okay, we read the DDR pretty accurately. I have a lot of top decks that win me the game. Battle phase, hits a token. Okay, the next turn I'm getting Gaia, and then I kill Titanial, and then he loses. No, that's Mirror Force. That's Mirror Force set, so he doesn't set more, does he? There's no way he sets more, right? He goes end phase, bring out Amaryllis to not die. We go fucking Crow the Amaryllis, because he thinks he's safe. Then we go Gaia, have the Titanial. He lets that resolve. He Mirror Forces the Gaia, and then we're in a bad spot. So I don't think there's a world in which this goes in our favor, but it starts with him not setting the Torrential Tribute. And us top decking. Okay, so that's the Torrential Tribute, obviously. Here comes the Amaryllis. I'm just going to Crow it, because like this is not getting any better. So, tough one. It's useless. No, it's not. Hits the DDR. Target the Titanial. He lets this resolve because he has Mirror Force. Yeah. Okay. Do we Foolish Standing now and hope to top deck, or do we set both as a bluff? Force Mirror Force now. FS2. Let's just Foolish Standing now. I don't think we have many great draws from this point. This is why this matchup is hard, is it is much easier Titanial situations going on. He'll try to double Titanial us. He has a dead Dust Shoe, which he can pitch very freely to that DDR. His top decks are much better than ours at this point. It's actually in his best interest to let the Dust Tornado resolve. We have to play through somehow a fucking Dust Shoe, or a Titanial and a Torrential. So annoying, you know? Yeah, he just lets the Dust Tornado resolve. In which case, maybe it's better for us to not Dust Tornado that. And hope to hit our third Debris or Sangan, something like that. Pot of Avarice would be nice. I think I've played this game okay, but I'm just kind of getting like more plant guide, you know? It makes this matchup really hard when they get to this point. I'm winning this game by all means, but I've spent 2 Debris Dragon. I'm in a bad spot. You fucking found Dandelion? Jesus Christ, dude. That is so cringe. He just lets you should let the Dust resolve. It's just always correct to let the Dust resolve here. Always, always, always. Yes. He gets 2 tokens. He attacks a token. He still has Dust Shoot. He should have discarded. Well, no, I guess discarding Dandelion makes sense. Although maybe it's better to save the Dandelion in the case of, you know, vibes. Holy fuck. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. Holy fuck. There's actually insane luck moment. That is just like the best thing. There just isn't anything better than this. I'm so lucky. It says I've been lucky versus you before. Possibly. Summon Prodigy, attack a token. He goes... Attack this. I take 25. I need to somehow clear both tokens. I could have held the Prodigy for a lure. This is heinous. Yeah, had I had that enemy controller, I would have won this game. Oh no, I wouldn't have won this game because he has fucking he had fucking Mirror Force. Of course he would have been fine, but It's funny because I drew Dust Shoot and Cyber Dragon, and that is not what I expected. That's pretty bad for me, actually. One turn here. Black Rose Dragon. Off the top. Debris Dragon. I'm drawing it. Yo! I can't believe that happened. Holy shit. Oh my god. We are so back. We are so back. You want a torrential? You want a torrential? It's all the same. You want to force the BRD. Okay. Maybe not. Okay. Do you want Dandy in attack? Or do you want on Dandy summon? It's all the same. It's all the same. I've seen the future. I've awoken. I drank the elixir of life after Dandy. Okay. 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 It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's over. I won. I won this game. There's no draw. There's no draw on your deck. I won this game. Holy shit. I fucking won. I fucking won. Alright itself. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, dude. Holy shit, GG's. I sacked the fuck out of you. I said one of Avarice into perfect lethal. Oh my god. That was disgusting. I played this game well. To be fair, I played this game well to get to that point. But, man, that was beautiful. Not that badly. But, one of Avarice. Alright. I'm in the finals. Let's fucking go. Dude, this deck fucks. I did not want to play against two plant mirrors. Okay. I play against... I think Shinya. Let's go, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. I sacked the fuck. 8-man finals. Let's go. That was nasty. I'm so happy that's on camera. What the fuck? What a moment. What a moment. He's him as foretold. As foretold. Lisa and Al Gaib, dude. Oh my gosh. White boys who say inshallah. They're back. They're so back. Just kidding. Holy shit. That was... Yu-Gi-Oh is so back, baby. I'm winning this tournament. I'm winning this tournament. Whatever it is, this one. I'm winning this shit. Is happening. I'm getting first place. I'm getting first place. I play against Trill in the final. Alright, good luck, F1. Trill's gonna pick scissors. There's no way he picks paper. I knew it. Okay, 1 and 2 for rock, paper, scissors, but I got it in the finals. Let's go. Oh, man. This deck is so nasty. This deck is so nasty. What the fuck? This is actually a Lone Fire into Dandy hand, which is crazy. Is always Lone Fire into Dandy here. People will hate him for this. People will hate him for this. Bottom left, pass the turn. That's chill. What is getting summoned, my guy? What are you playing, my guy? Machina Gear Frame? Sure. I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. Oh my gosh, dude. That was neuron activation. That was I'm like grinning. I'm actually so back. Yu-Gi-Oh is so back. Yu-Gi-Oh is so back. Oh, we got a back row? How interesting. I wonder what the back row could be. What could this back row be? Hopefully whatever it is, it doesn't stop. Stardust Dragon. Oh my fucking god. I love my deck so goddamn much. This is peak. I'm going to activate Stardust Dragon to negate the bottomless trap hole. +1. Go ahead and set the compulsory. End phase. Do you have main deck Crow? Main deck Crow? Anyone? No? No one? Special summon and defense. Pass the turn. Feels good to be alive on the face of the earth today. Absolutely beautiful morning. It's 9:21 p.m. Man, I'm feeling good. I've had an excellent day, very productive day. Into beautiful top decks, into... Oh, what's that? Is that a Machine of Fortress? Oh, bottomless trap. Oh, there goes your Machine of Fortress. Shame that card's hitting the banish zone. That's not where you want that card. Oh, please activate Solidarity. I would love to see a Solidarity right here. That would make my fucking morning, dude. Battle phase, hit a token. Oh, no. It's fucking over. Just accept. Just accept defeat. Admit defeat, bro. Admit defeat. Admit. One time for the fans. Oh, it is so fucking over. Holy shit. This deck is disgusting. You have nothing. You have no way out of this. There's no way out. Spider-Man, No Way Out. Is that what the movie's called? Where's my fucking Titanial? He held the Titanial. He held the Titanial. Can you believe it, folks? Can you believe he held the Titanial? Oh my gosh. Titanial attacks the Machina Gear frame. There's Mirror Force +1. Don't mind if I do. Stardust Dragon activates. Lone Blossom activates. Attacks. 500 damage direct. Oh, there's the Gores. You have Gores too. Wow. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. You get a 500 token. That's something. That's truly something. What is my back row again? Oh, compulsory evacuation device. Interesting. Interesting. Once again, just gonna go ahead and special summon the Stardust in defense with every intent to hedge guard it, to defend it, pivot into that whatever it is I need to pivot into, sack for Caius and just end the game. Pass the turn back to the opponent. This deck just feels good. It just feels good, man. It just feels right. It feels like everything you want to be doing in Edison format. And it's all thanks to this little guy right here. It's all thanks to this little guy right here. It doesn't help, or doesn't hurt that Lone Fire and Debris Dragon are two of the best cards in the format. By a lot. But, you know, this little guy right here really ties it all together, right? I'm not really sure what we've got. Oh, Quickdraw into Dandy. Wow. Sure. So, I played against 3 fucking Dandelion decks in a row. And we might come out the dominant Dandelion deck of the season. There's going to be the Plasma. Not what I was expecting at all, but it's fine. You should have summoned this in attack, by the way. Priority? I'm trying to think how I want to win this game. That's a good question. It trades 1-for-1 with the Titanial, which is good. That's totally solid, you know? And you should, by all means, be like, okay, activate Titanial to negate. He can now switch the Gores, attack the Stardust Dragon. Which is what he's going to do. I mean, you summon Quickdraw this turn. Yeah, you summoned it this turn. You cannot change battle positions the turn you summon a card. You should have summoned it in attack. No problem. Problem. Gore's attacks. Hedge guard. Activate the hedge guard. Defend my Stardust Dragon. It's just flexing at this point, but it's fucking good. It's fucking good. It's layers, baby. It's layers. Pay it in layers. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm in defense. Yeah, I don't know what he's saying. It just doesn't matter. Just defense my guy for the turn. Your turn's over. I'm gonna sack for Caius. We're gonna go next. Actually, I have game. Let's see. Calculating. Calculating, are all of the tech cards coming into play here? I think they are. I think they are. I think they are. Let's go Lone Fire. This is just for flexing purposes. I don't need to do this. I'm just stunting. I'm just stunting to show you guys the power of the deck. Switch the Stardust. Attack for... Beautiful. How did we side last time? I don't remember. He had Volcanic, so it was a little different. I remember Armory Arm came out for the Chimera. Dust Shoot is always going to be consideration. It's not like terrible, you know. We'll do Trunade out. Probably Cold Wave out. Try it like this. We've got DD Crows, which can come in. Not really super high on Gorns in this matchup. Not really super high on Gale in this matchup. If he has the Lone Fires and stuff. I can maybe go Gale out for the Trigodia or the Dyna. I might go Dyna. Dyna doesn't sound too bad. Dyna Hedge. It's kind of a good plan in this matchup. Torrential's not bad either. Torrential might be better than Trapstone. I think this matchup's probably fine. I could probably swap Kaiku for Trag. Crows can come in. Not sure over what. This matchup is probably just really good. I don't know. A Crow doesn't seem terrible, but we already have one. If anything, I'd bring it in over Dyna. But let's just run it like this. Let's see how this works. This could be okay. Wow. The deck is delivering. I cannot complain. I literally cannot complain. Especially if I hit Dandy off the allure. That would be amazing. Card Trooper Mill 3. Go nuts. He hit Fortress, so he's got Fortress access. Vortex. Vortex against the Stardust Dragon spam deck. Interesting. Okay. Admittedly not a great draw. Admittedly. It might be a Torrential down there. I'd want to force it now. I don't really want to banish my only Caius. Normal Lone Fire, pass priority, forces Torrential, then we can allure Waybreaker. So let's do that. Pass priority. Okay, cool. He gave me the thumbs up. Let's attack Card Trooper. He'll take 100. This matchup really is all about Dandelion. D-Prison. Okay. Not what I was expecting. was kind of expecting more of a torrential situation, but that's fine. Because we drew another Caius, I actually really needed that Lone Fire. I was not expecting him to leave in Deep Prison in this matchup. I maybe should have assumed, based off of like game one, how things went game one, that would happen. Yeah. Okay, I'll set call and pass. Next turn, I'm going to be Quickdraw, pitch Titanial, sack Quickdraw for Caius, bring back Titanial with call, and then just start applying pressure that way. It's a little slow. I'm going to take a huge hit this turn, but I got to do what I got to do. So yeah, I was not expecting Deep Prison there. It just seems like a bad card in this matchup type beat, but you know, it is what it is. So there's the Fortress, Card Trooper mill 3. Let's see if he leaves the Trooper in attack. He probably will. This is like a big damage moment. He's playing Heroes as well, so he's got the Future Fusion access. Yeah, that Deep Prison was not expected, but I think I'm thinking more about my previous opponent who had Regeki Breaks, and I was not thinking about like just, oh, like what random cards he may have in this matchup. Main phase 2, Gear Frame. Interesting. So he decided to Gear Frame post December. Grabs another Fortress. So we know Fortress, 3 unknowns. Equip Gear Frame to Card Trooper Kappa. And he's going to equip 2 Fortress. So that's our Caius target. Just passes. Alright, we draw Alias. Beautiful. Who cares? I'm going to make the play I talked about, which is Quickdraw, pitch Titanial, special, sack Quickdraw for Caius. Caius hit the Fortress. He gets to rip a card from my hand. This is okay. It doesn't really matter what he hits here. Both these cards are functionally the same. Yeah, Breaker is the card that you would hit, but it just doesn't really matter. You know, like you have no back row, so they're both just 1900 vanillas. Call Titanial. He may have Crow for this. Who knows? We'll get our 48s and then fucking lose. I don't think we're in a great spot, but we got a Titanial in play, so there's that. Oh, he has Gores. Yeah, we'll just go next. I'm dead on board. Okay, yeah, he got us good that game with the stupid fucking Deep Prison. Which is like a card you shouldn't have in this matchup, but nevertheless, it's totally okay. I'm gonna just run it back. Might swap Torrential out. How does Torrential for Dust Tornado look? Mirror Force for Dust Tornado? Cool. I gotta go first. Hopefully I just win. Have Foolish Debris? Say less. Let's do it. Foolish and Dandy. 2 tokens. Effect. Special Dandy. Make Starburst Dragon. Get 2 tokens. Set enemy controller. Pass the turn. Alright, we're down -1, but we have 3 tokens. We have Stardust plus back row, and we have the initiative. I can make another Stardust, I can Caius next turn. I can do just about anything I want to, so I'm setting my mind to it, you know? Okay, what is the move? Opponent. Viewing the extra deck. I don't like the sound of that. That looks like a quick draw. Keeping in mind that he probably can only put 1 card into play that beats Stardust Dragon this turn, we should be okay. But I'd rather not face off against a drill because it heavily complicates the situation. How unfortunate. We let this happen. He's gonna make drill. No, He's gonna make Junk Archer. Nitro Warrior. Sure. That's totally chill. Is this Machina Fortress as well? So full -1. Do I defend Stardust here, or do I let it die? I just switch this guy to defense. He can sack for Caius now, which is annoying. Maybe I should sack and take. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. To play around Caius. No wrong. It was the right play. It was the right play. I'll take his assist there. I'll take his assist, all right? It's getting late. Your boy's getting tired. I'll take the assist. There's the Machina Gear frame. He's going to grab Machina Fortress. And are we committing to more? It's just back row. Hedge guard. This is such a weird moment in time because that stupid fucking D prison. Caius is the guaranteed out to Nitrous. We don't even know if he can summon the stupid fucking Machina guy. We don't even know if he can play that card yet. So I'm thinking. Then we have Black Rose for later. Better to Black Rose now, Caius later. It might be better to Black Rose now, Caius later. Is that weird? Black Rose my own Stardust Dragon. Get 2 tokens. He has 3 cards to my 3 cards, 2 tokens. And then I have Hedge into Caius to, or I just don't even need to hedge. I can just Caius his Fortress if he puts it out. That is so silly, but I think it is correct. Right? That can't be right. We could also make Red Dragon, try to kill Nitro that way, but that loses a D prison. Let's just go Caius now. I think it might be, I think it actually might be correct in Black Rose there. He's going to bottomless, I'll chain Stardust, so I'll get my 2 for 1. So Caius clears the Nitro. Battle phase, run over the gear frame. Nice part about everything is I do have Hedge Guard to defend my Stardust, so in phase we'll bring back Stardust and pass turn. So he can go like Fortress, try to run over Stardust. We can defend it with Hedge Guard, and then we can make a second Stardust Dragon. Okay, looks like he's on Stratos. That's interesting. Might be a Gaia angle. I still think this beats nothing, right? No. He could load up the attacks on the Caius to play around Hedge Guard, but I don't think he'll do that. Weirdly enough, or he could. Yeah, he'd have to Miracle away his Stratos in play, and then he'd have to. What the fuck is this? Okay, yeah, this is fine. This doesn't matter. Is this game 3? Oh, it is. What an insane draw. Very nice draw. Okay. Hand is Alias, Fortress, 1 unknown, 1 back row is unknown. I'm gonna take this opportunity to capitalize. Special debris. He's typing something. I'm not sure what he's typing. I'm going to make Black Rose no effect, just because it's more damage. And it threatens defense position monsters. Torrential Tribute. Activate Activate Stardust. He's just doing this to fog. Oh man, if he has Gores here, that's insane. Last card Gores would be fucking crazy here. That would really cook me. I'm not gonna play around it. I should be okay here. I think this should win. Avarice is scary, is a looming. So if he goes pitch special fortress, we bottomless the fortress, he goes avarice. Then he gets another fortress in play. Smashing ground, I'll chain Stardust. How many cards is that now? 1, 2, 3. DD Crow, the Stardust. Sure. So he drew the DD Crow this turn. Normal alias. I knew about that alias. Is there a reason to bottomless this? No, not really. Unless I draw specifically Gores, in which case there would have been. I think I cited Gores out, didn't I? I don't remember. He is a Dobbs here, I'm pretty sure, unless he has Avarice off the top, which would be fitting given how I got here. But the late Crow is always lucky. I do hate DD Crow for that reason alone, so I didn't cite it in here. Set, do we commit the Dandelion? I think I hold it for Quickdraw top deck, pass the turn. Let's see what he can do. Heavy Storm doesn't do anything? No, it needs to be specifically Avarice off the top. GG's. GG's. Well played. He did give me a little assist on the enemy controller there. It wouldn't have ended up mattering, but alas. So, how do I feel about this? Actually, switching the Nitrous to defense, if he did have Caius, was bad, but if he didn't have Caius, would have allowed me to attack over it. Ooh. Should have thought of that. Maybe it wasn't correct. Maybe it was like correct to just risk him having Caius. Because he would have Caius the Stardust Dragon main 1 if he had it. Okay, yeah. It was actually correct to switch the position. Yeah, it was actually correct to switch the position in hindsight. Because if he had Caius, he would have played it. He would have played it main 1 to clear the Stardust. And then, yeah, he would have sacked the Quickdraw and kept the tokens. Yeah, that was really fucking stupid on my part. Yeah, I should have switched it and then Caius the back row. That actually caused me a lot of grief too, because I could have even gone, enemy controller switched his Nitrous and then gone Debris Black Rose, switch the Nitrous, make it 0, run it over, and then that plays through Deep Prison, and then I still have the Caius, which would have given me the top sequencing there. Yeah, so I actually messed up that game pretty bad. Thankfully, I wasn't punished, but like, yeah, I messed it up pretty bad. Hedge guard is insane. This card is just very good. You guys can see, like, you can see tiny shades of it in this match. You can see tiny bits of it in this match, but I think it is best shown against Blackwings. It's best shown when it trades with Kalut, or it trades with Honest, or something like that. In this matchup, it did a great job of securing the position. Like, going Stardust to defense with the Machine of Fortress not being able to run it over is insane. And then on my turn, I can just, like, put up another guy, attack over the Fortress, negate the effect with Stardust. Like, it gives me all the initiative, right? But on the flip side, it's, like, not trading with anything for initiative. It's just getting the initiative. I guess technically trades with the Machine of Fortress discard, which isn't bad, unless he's finding, like, Avarices consistently, that sort of thing. Who knows? The point being is that Stardust Dragon with Hedge Guard is really, really good. Usually your opponent has to commit several resources to try and run over Stardust Dragon, and then on your turn you regain all the initiative and you still have the Stardust Dragon to defend your play. And that's part of it. There's a bunch of other things. Like I said, I wrote in a Twitter thread. Go check my Twitter at E3 Yu-Gi-Oh! You can read the super long thread I posted there on all the applications I found with Hedge Guard testing over the last week. But yeah, I hope that this set of games was good for everyone to watch. I hope it was competitive quality. lately when I go to tournaments, I don't get the recordings of the tournament matches, but maybe this can give you guys some insight into how I would be playing this deck in a tournament. And when you copy it, you can sort of adapt those ideas for yourself. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's going to be very soon. Once again, don't forget to sign up for RBET Denver in a couple weekends. It's coming up. It's right around the corner. It's going to be insane. The mats are going to be crazy. The prize is crazy. Obviously, the prize pool is nuts. And then, of course, come to this if you want to see me play, that sort of thing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.